Hi, welcome to my on-demand for November 9th. Our lesson title today is on Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Our objectives, the learner will become familiar with the life and the works of Mozart, hear examples of Mozart's music, watch a movie about the life and music of Mozart, and be evaluated on concepts through the use of a quiz. Our introduction question. Guess how old Mozart was when he first started composing? Ta-da! The answer is age 5. He started composing small minuets. He started playing the keyboard at age 3. He was born in 1751 and 56 and died in 1791. The birth of a genius. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart was born in Salzburg, Austria, on January 27, 1756. Quote by Thomas May, "There's an almost miraculous quality to his creativity. Whether you consider Mozart's beginnings as a child prodigy, he composed his first symphony at the age of 8, or his versatility in mastering every musical form of his era." There's a picture of his mother, a portrait. Anna Marie Pertl Mozart gave birth to 7 children. However, only 2 of them survived: Wolfgang and his sister Maria Anna. Leopold Mozart, who was his father, there's a picture of him on the right, was a respected composer and theorist in his own right, but sacrificed his own career to further his son's. Wolfgang and his sister Nannerl, which was her nickname, took music lessons from their father Leopold. By the time he was only 4 years old, Wolfgang was composing songs on the piano, and by 6 years old he was on tour performing for royalty. At age 11, Mozart wrote his first opera, Bastien and Bastine, soon followed by La Finta Semplice. At age 13, Mozart found a job in the court of the Archbishop of Salzburg, where he worked for 12 years. So he worked there until he was, 25? For the Archbishop. He got a job at the age of 13. That's what they did back then. Mozart then moved to Vienna to seek his fortune, but despite his reputation, he had a hard time finding work. Luckily, he met Franz Joseph Haydn, and there's a picture of Haydn. Haydn was quoted as saying to Leopold Mozart, "I tell you before God and as an honest man that your son is the greatest composer that ever lived." And he said that to Mozart's father. Franz Joseph Haydn is known as the father of string quartets, by the way. Things went better when Mozart visited Prague. His opera, The Marriage of Figaro, was a huge success. The next year, 1787, Prague commissioned him to write an opera to celebrate the emperor's niece, Don Giovanni. The Minutemen. Mozart drove his rivals nuts because composing was so easy for him. Musical ideas sprang into his head, fully formed, as if he were taking dictation. His speed became legendary. When a beggar approached him on the street, he whipped out a sheet of paper and wrote a minuet trio. He told the beggar to take it to a publisher who bought it on the spot. Mozart's final composition was his Requiem. He believed that from the beginning that he was writing this funeral mass for his own death. He worked anxiously to complete the work, only augmenting his illness. He died with the piece unfinished at the age of 35. A student Franz Sussmayer completed it after his death. This is the version most commonly heard. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart was buried in an unmarked poverty grave outside of Vienna. Another quote by Thomas May. His greatest compositions cut to the quick and established an immediate bond with the listener, as if Mozart had discovered a code in sound to articulate the emotional reality that lies at the core of our humanity. You're going to be watching a movie on famous composers. You need to take the Mozart quiz. It's due November 12th. You still have to take the quiz even if you cannot see the movie. Use the PowerPoint for help. See you on Friday. Remember, there's no school for you on Wednesday. Thanks, everybody. Have a musical day. Bye.